Welcome to The Doctors Are Cooking. My name is Jamie Landman. I'm chair of the Department of Urology at UC Irvine Health.
And I'm Dr. Gary Dane. I'm from the UCI Samueli Integrated Health Institute.
So Gary, today I'm particularly excited because we are making a mixed lentil dal, and I have a thing for lentils. I've never mixed them before, and I love dal. So what are we doing?
We're going to mix the lentils, because every kind of lentil has different nutrients. Remember, we talk about micronutrients. We want a variety of our diet. So that's why I use the mixed lentil dal. This is a great dish as a plant-based protein, because we want plant-based diet. But lentil, if you cook it right, it tastes almost like meat. There's this kind of meaty taste. So for people who are not used to vegetarian diet, I think they're gonna like this one.
I just love lentils, and for me it's interesting to mix them because they all cook differently. So the red lentils, I know those cook very quickly, and I tend to like to make them a little different texture, so almost a little more creamy. And some of the more firm lentils, have you ever tried the black ones? Those are really great in composed dishes.
No, I've never tried the black ones. So tell me about it.
They're just very beautiful, and to make a little bit of a fancy elevated dish out of a humble element, it's really lovely. Now, the thing that's amazing about lentils is they're actually one of the oldest cultivated food sources. So in the Fertile Crescent, 10,000 years ago, and that's contemporary Turkey, Syria, and Iraq, they were actually grown there. And they're an amazing crop because they're utterly renewable. They actually feed nitrogen into the ground, need very little fertilizer. And in fact, the Egyptians, the pharaohs, had remnants of lentils in their remains, which is actually utterly remarkable. The other thing,
you're just an encyclopedia of food history.
No, I just really like to eat, and lentils are fantastic. So let's get started. This is really fun. What's going to be in our dish?
All right, so here are the ingredients. We got, of course, mixed lentils, and they have green lentils, red lentils, yellow ones. And this is a Punjabi mixed dal, which is a different kind of, it's not lentil, but the different kinds of beans. So both are very, very rich in protein and fiber, and iron and other vitamins. And then to give it flavor, we need the spices. So here the turmeric and garam masala, garlic, a little bit of salt, onion, ginger, tomato. Here's the interesting part. To give it the complexity of flavor, you need a lot of different seeds. Here we have coriander seeds, cumin seeds, green cardamom, fennel seeds, fenugreek seeds, and caraway seeds. So you'll see when the end product come out, it's just so rich in flavor and spices. And then we have ghee, which is a kind of clarified butter. It's different from butter because it has a very unique flavor. Every time you cook with ghee, it just gives you that instant Indian flavor because it's unmistakably Indian cooking. And lastly, we got some cilantro, just our garnish and give it some fresh, refreshing flavor.
So Gary, we have some utterly beautiful ingredients here. What are we going to do?
So we're going to make it simple and quick because we don't have time. So I mix everything together. You see the mixed lentil and dal. We just put it in hot water and boil it for 15 to 30 minutes. And then we're going to cook the spices and then just mix them together.
Sounds great.
Let's get started.
So here we have your lentils, Gary, and they've been boiling for 20 or 30 minutes. The thing about the lentils is you can do them any way you want. You can make them a little more al dente, if you like that firm mouthfeel, or you can make them a little more cooked so they can be a little creamier. And again, a different kind of lentils cook differently.
That's beautiful. So you're really a connoisseur because not only we care about the nutrients, we also care about the texture. Food should be enjoyable. All right, so we got the lentil being boiled. We can use this time to make the spices. So this is ghee. Just put them in the pot.
Sure. Likes to stick to the spoon.
Yeah, that's okay.
Watch this, the magic finger.
Good. And then we put the spices and let it melt a little bit. So the spices goes in first.
So I just tasted that ghee, and you're right, Gary. It is super rich, and it's got a very different flavor and texture and mouthfeel from even those nice French butters.
Because the source of the milk and what the cow eats, like grass, is important. So you want pasture-raised cow making milk and everything organic. That's give you the best flavor and the nutrients.
Sounds like those cows ate very well.
So now we add the spices. We can have the fenugreek in there first. And then caraway seeds, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, green cardamom, and fennel seed. And we don't want to burn them, so it has to be a little bit, we have to be a little bit patient. And
Wow.
once you start to hear it's cracking, that's when we add the next part.
Wow, the aroma of the ghee and the seeds are just magnificent. I wish you could be here to smell this. The ghee and these seeds have an amazing aroma. I wish my whole house could smell like this.
So I'm gonna cut the tomato so the juice will come out and mix nicely with everything else. Ginger and onion, so I don't even bother to chop them because eventually it's going to be mixed and we can fish them out at the end. And yeah, just stir it. Next, we're going to crush the garlic. You basically press the knife, give it a nice smash. So you crush the cells and bring out all the flavor. Let's go right in here and stir it a little bit. And we got the tomato.
You always have to be a bit careful with the garlic. As soon as you can smell that beautiful garlic aroma, make sure you either take it off the heat or add other things that'll disperse the heat. Otherwise, you get a bitter flavor.
Now the flavor is coming out.
Now it's at that characteristic smell
Yeah.
of delicious Indian food. This is wonderful.
I'm gonna add a little bit salt here. The salt will break down the cells from the tomato even further and release more flavor.
Yeah, beautiful golden color as well.
And now we can turn up the heat a little bit. Oh my God, this is heaven. All right, now we can put the dal, the boiled dal in there. That's it. I'm gonna turn this off. Let me have a tasting feeling about the saltiness.
Oh, that smells heavenly.
What do you think? Not salty enough or too salty?
It could use a titch more salt.
Okay.
But what I love is the mouthfeel because all the different lentils melt and break differently.
Exactly.
So it's got an extraordinary nuance and texture,
Yeah.
which is really nice. The flavors are not too strong. I thought this was going to be a bigger dish based on all the things we put in there, but it's actually very subtle. This is the type of thing that I think even my kids would like.
Remember, this is home cooking, so you can improvise. You can add more spices. If you like spicy food, you can add less. If you don't like something too pungent, you can add a little bit more salt if you like salty food, or if you can use less salt. So last, we're gonna chop some cilantro to put on top of our beautiful mixed lentil dal. All right, ready?
Let's plate and enjoy.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. This is for me, so give me a little more.
Oh yeah, you're slim.
Just put some garnish, but you don't want to put the cilantro in too soon because the heat will evaporate all the flavor, then you'll have nothing left. So put the cilantro in and eat right away.
All right, dang it, let's dang it. So, per your rules, looks absolutely beautiful, enjoying the colors. Oh, that warm aroma, that's beautiful. The warm spices, I can't, listen, I know you say take it easy, go slow. I'm rushing, I love it, I'm eating it.
Mm-mm.
That is just wonderful. I like The multiple selection of different lentils, as we talked about. The tomatoes, beautiful. The spices are lovely and subtle. I think we seasoned it just right, at least for my palate. Well done. So, as usual, Dr. Deng, you promised a healthy meal, easy to prepare, that's utterly delicious, and you never let us down.
Thank you, Jamie. And you're such a great partner. And this is a team effort. But you can see this is so easy to make and give you a very flavorful plant-based protein that's rich in fiber, good protein, iron, macronutrients. So the doctors are cooking and you're invited.